Week 6 is over, and it's that time of the week. Let's hop right into our Week 6 recap. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Week 6, we killed it. We went 12-2. Only 2 we got wrong were the Seahawks, which a little bit of bias on that one, and the Broncos, which honestly that one could have gone either way. We killed it this week. 12-2. Shoot, best week we've had yet.
85%, man.
Yeah, exactly. I also noticed the Halloween theme. We got the spider shirt on. We got the spider webs, the Halloween colors. You know, it's Halloween time. Anyways, our best performances of the week: Texans, Bears, and Lions.
Honestly, we probably could have put the Packers on here too.
It probably could have put the Packers. Yeah, whole NFC North that played this week. We'll start with the Lions. They absolutely killed them boys.
Yeah.
Ruined any and all hopes of the Cowboys franchise.
Definitely not their year. Not their year.
Not their year this year. Not after a 47-9 loss to the Lions.
I can't believe what it's like right now being a Dallas Cowboys fan that has attended one of their home games and has just watched them get blown
season ticket holders are furious right now.
Why'd I pay for this, bro?
Exactly. Mason, I'll let you cover the Bears and how they...
The Chicago Bears take a victory in London. Caleb Williams throws 4 touchdown passes. Cole Kmet 2 reception. What I may say, I'm too excited. The Bears won. That's all that matters. The Jaguars sucked. The Bears big knobs. All right, let's just go on to the next team.
Then the Texans, they had themselves a great game this week as well. Who'd they play? I honestly forgot.
The Texans played the Patriots.
They did. Yeah, I put this on here on Sunday, so like after the game, so it kind of slipped my mind. Yeah, the Patriots looked awful. And actually, yeah, speaking of the Patriots, let's move on to the worst performances of the week, which the Patriots make an appearance on. We'll start with the Cowboys, though. They scored 9 points. They threw 3 interceptions. Dak Prescott had 3 points in fantasy. I mean, you can't get much worse than that. The Eagles, they won, but they looked awful. Honestly, they beat the 1-4 Browns by 4 or 5 points. I don't remember. It was one of the two.
It was 4.
4 points, yeah. And they just looked
honestly
bad.
Almost should have lost.
I thought they were gonna for a bit there. They just look bad. We have been saying that the Eagles are bad for so long now. I don't think we've gotten any heat on it because like no one ever watched those videos, but we've been saying the Eagles suck for a long time.
And then not a surprise, the Browns are on here. Honestly, I think it's to the point where they're making the wrong decision by sending Deshaun Watson out on the field every time they do. You would be better off with Jameis Winston out there, but like
hell, I can throw a football pretty good. Put me out there.
No, but seriously, like you got. I know you paid him big bucks, but you're not gonna get those big bucks out of him. So just put him on the bench because he's just that bad.
He's awful.
He's that bad.
Then yeah, the Patriots. You kind of gotta understand they had Drake May in his first career start, so like, and he's playing a really good defense. So
he actually sort of balled too.
Yeah, he did do pretty good, but like at the same time, if you're looking at it as a full team and not just like if you don't look at the fact that it was his first career start and you're just looking at the team in general, they played pretty bad. They had no defense.
No defense.
Stroud just put up another Stroud average game, just like 3 touchdowns. I don't know, he had a great game. It's CJ Stroud. The Raiders are a joke. I was saying early on that I was a Raiders believer. And like an atheist, my beliefs are gone.
Yeah. Can I just say a word on that? I don't really believe that it's any of the Raiders players' faults. I think it's 100% their defense has played all right. All right.
Yeah, good enough.
They played okay. They can win games with that defense. Their offense is just like it's.
Can I chime in quick?
Yeah.
Mason, as a Bears fan, hates one player relevant to their offense in particular. Mason, you want to let them know who that is? One person.
Coach. It's a coach, and his name is Luke Getsy. And I can tell you one thing. The one thing he was good at was his 15-play script at the beginning of the game. And it's proven here in the Raiders games. They start off quick. What do? They go down and score on their first drive. And then they do jack crap the rest of the game. Like, he just doesn't know how to call plays like off the script. And it just doesn't work for him. So I don't know why they're hanging on to him. But
Yeah,
I don't even know why they hired him in the first place. He had no resume in the first place. Whatever.
And then the Broncos, yeah, Bo Nix did something at the end of the fourth, but that was garbage time, The rest of the game, he did absolutely nothing. I think Bo Nix is, people look at this like, oh, he's on a 3-game win streak. One of those games, he had 60 yards. Like, Bo Nix isn't good. The Broncos are 3-3. But
I'm not gonna say he isn't good.
But like, he's not great. He's not. I think
he's
getting more
QB
credit.
And he's feeling it out. He's feeling it out.
Yeah.
But
their defense. Yeah, it's the Broncos' defense.
He's played under par. Par.
He's a rookie, so you gotta give him that. Mm-hmm. But he's also like 36, so not really, but he's older, so he has experience and whatnot. But their defense is what does hold him into games. Yeah. But this week they got picked apart by the Chargers. Justin Herbert is finally doing something. Anyways, we'll move on to our contenders. We moved everybody into the bubble this week aside from the 49ers. 49ers look good, and they blew their lead almost, the Seahawks, like badly, which I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm sad that they lost, but they're still good, right? The 49ers are still on paper a great team, and Brock Purdy looked amazing this week.
He did.
Like I've watched some 49er stuff here and there, but I've never seen Brock, like, he's moving in the pocket. Dare I say, Mahomes like. Oh,
please stop.
But yeah, no, he was looking great. Their run game is interesting now because Jordan Mason seems to be injured. Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen there? But then we moved the Lions in, we moved the Bucks in, the Falcons, Ravens. They're all in now. They all looked like actually amazing this week.
Yeah.
So they all get in there. And notice how there are two teams from the same conference twice on there: the Bucks and the Falcons, and the Lions and the Vikings, all from the NFC as well. NFC is kind of just stacked this year, honestly.
Yeah.
Aside from the NFC East, except the Commanders and the Panthers. Other than that, most of the teams are pretty good. Anyways, we'll move on to our power rankings, where you can actually see which teams are good. Big changes this week. We moved the Lions up to 1, which moved those other 3 down a little bit, but it's all, I think 1 through 4 are interchangeable. They're all amazing. Washington Commanders and the Packers got big bumps this week, moving them into the top 6. Falcons got moved down a little bit despite their loss, despite their win. But all those other teams look better. Bears moved up to top 10. Mason is very happy about that, and that actually means that all 4 of the NFC North teams are in the top 10, which is insane. But at the same time, you can't necessarily argue against that, because if you look at the point differential, they're the 4 leaders in the league. So it's like,
it's crazy too. The Packers have a plus 41 point differential, and they're 4th in the league. But they're 4th in their division in point differential.
Yeah, it's insane. It's because the NFC North is, for some reason, stupidly good. Not for some reason. The teams have been crafted up so perfectly recently. It's insane. Bills got moved down a lot despite their loss. They didn't look amazing, but they didn't look bad. But at the same time, every other team above them, I think, is better than them. So it's like they didn't get moved down because they played bad. They got moved down because there's a lot of better teams. Really, is the way I see it. Chiefs got moved down a little bit too. They didn't play, but that's just, again, another situational thing. And Jets got moved up a bunch. They actually flipped spots. No, they didn't. But Jets got moved up a bunch because they looked all right. They got Devontae Adams, so that should be a really, really big help. And then, obviously, the Cowboys got moved down a lot to 20. We honestly were thinking 21 under the Giants, but we figured we'd give them another week. But if the Cowboys play, I guess they have a bye week this week, but if next week the Cowboys play really bad, they're getting taken even lower.
Oh, man.
Not much change down in the lower regions. We just flipped the Browns and the Raiders. Then, yeah, the bottom 5 are still the bottom 5.
Yeah,
you could honestly probably move the Titans down where the Dolphins are at, because the Titans look rough.
I mean, I almost think if I were to make any changes with this list, I would put the Patriots above both the Dolphins and the Titans.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Drake May played better than Jacoby Brissett.
He did, way better. And then I should mention too, keeping the Patriots at number 32. They're probably going to stay there because they're the only team to let up 200 points so far this year, and they have a minus 100 points differential. Yeah, the Panthers. Did I say Patriots?
Yeah.
My mistake. Yeah, the Panthers have a minus 100 point differential, which is just insane. I think they're the only team in their... No, they might be the only team in their division with a -1, and it outweighs the other 3 if you added them up. Anyways, we'll move on. Playoff picture. I'm just going to gloss over this. All the NFC North teams are in on the NFC. I think that the Bucks could make it in over one of them in the 7th, 6th, or 5th seeds, but I'm not for sure, so we're just going to go with that because it looks cooler. 49ers make it over the Seahawks, maybe, but I'm giving it to the Seahawks because I'm a Seahawks fan. And then in the AFC, Chiefs at 1, Texans at 2, Ravens. It's going to be more competitive in the NFC than the AFC, because if you look at the AFC side, there's 4 good teams there. The Steelers, and then Broncos and Chargers, because the AFC kind of sucks. I think the Bengals, if the Bengals can squeak in at the 7th seed, they might make a playoff run. But they need to do a lot of winning for that.
Their defense needs to do a lot of improving for that.
Yeah. And we'll move on to my little playoff predictions from last week. I kind of killed it. 135.46 total points if you went with all my picks. Running back 1 could have been a little better. Tight end, 10 points on a tight end this year honestly isn't horrible. But the number rankings are how they placed this week. So, like, Daniels was the 8th quarterback of the week and whatnot. Yeah, I'd say pretty good picks, though, overall. If you chose mine, appreciate it. I won my league this week, so, I wasn't wrong. New injuries. Hutchinson shattered his leg.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was brutal. Other major injuries, honestly, just forgot to put on here. Can you think of any, Mason?
No, not really.
Jordan Mason's hurt. That's a big one.
Yeah. Kyler Gordon for the Bears had some hamstring injury. And I only know that because I watched the Bears. So.
Yeah, I also should say Surtain, I think, had a concussion.
Yes, he went out, I believe. With concussion. Yes, he did.
That's a really big one for the Broncos because they kind of fell apart without him.
Yeah.
There could be some other big ones that were missing, and if so, comment them, please, because that'd be awesome. Division leaders. Right now, the Texans are cruising ahead with a 2 wins ahead. Chiefs are 2 wins ahead. Bills are 2 wins ahead. They're all leading their divisions as you'd expect. Ravens they're actually tied with the Steelers at 4-2. But the Ravens have the head-to-head advantage. And then same with the Falcons and the Buccaneers at 4-2. 49ers actually tied at 3-3. Only team to lead a division with 3 wins. They're tied at 3-3 with the Seahawks, but they again have the head-to-head win. Commanders, 4-2. Jay and Daniels is on a little run, and then the NFC North is all over 500 at 4-2, 4-1, 4-2, and then the Vikings lead at 5-0. So it's like that division is the best division of football, no question.
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now, yeah.
I doubt that any other division proves that they're any better, but
yeah, as of right now, that's where they sit. Who are we gonna make a video on this week? This video's running a little long, so we're gonna get this moving. So as we're recording this right now, it's 1:23 on Tuesday. The Browns just traded Amari Cooper to the Bills, which is a insane trade and is going to be a game changer in Buffalo, honestly.
Yeah, let me see if I can find out what the details are on it.
It's a 2nd and a 7th, I think, or a 3rd and a 7th. Exchange for a 3rd and 7th round picks. Yeah. So that's insane. The Bills are going to be huge. Anyways, let's spin the wheel quick. That news is live, and we're actually staying on the screen for this one. And speaking of the Bills, we're doing something on the Bengals. So let's see which player from the Bengals we're gonna do. And the Bengals kind of have a lack of like really exciting players that might, get us views, because that's the end goal at the end of the day. So we're gonna spin and see who we're making a video on, and it's gonna be none other than Carson Palmer, a good quarterback for the Bengals, honestly. But yeah. Carson Palmer video coming out Saturday. And for this week, we're going to be doing Carson Palmer, as you just saw. So yeah, look out for that video. And then our awards for the week. Best team of the week has to go to the Lions. They just killed. They were getting to the point where they're having fun trying to get touchdowns to multiple linemen on multiple different plays.
Because you could also argue, too, though, that the Buccaneers had the best.
Bucs did have a great week, too.
But we'll give it to the Lions here. So.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be, a game of the week, whatever. Cowboys are the Cowboys. Yeah. The Cowboys were the Cowboys this week, and they won the worst team of the week award, actually, because they were awful.
Yeah.
And none more needs to be said. Player of the week, Mason, I'll let you give these 2 awards away.
Yeah, we got Cole Kmet for Player of the Week. Sort of under the radar tight end, and he went out there and scored 2 touchdowns. Had some great plays. Then Fantasy Player of the Week, Chris Godwin, obviously 35 points in fantasy. If you had him, then you were blessed. Just crazy day for him. So
yeah. And then we'll just cover up your takes, do these every week. I kind of been forgetting to send them out every day, but fill these out if you see them. It's fun. Put them at the end of the video. Leave a comment if you want. I asked if you think this is another fraud year for the Cowboys. 4 of 4 said yes. I asked who the people thought were going to be the Rookie of the Year. Caleb Williams got a vote or 2. Jade Daniels had the most votes. I think he had 6. And Marvin Harrison got a couple votes too. Malik Neighbors got none. And then I asked on Thursday who you think's going to win on the night. 38% of people said Seahawks, which I appreciate. Then the rest of you said the 49ers. But yeah, thank you. If you like what you watch, like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, of course. We'll love you till the day you die if you do. And you got to add anything, Mason?
No, absolutely not.
All right. We'll see you in the next one.
All right. Later.